Welcome, everyone, to NBA. And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the one. Hits a three-pointer.
And that's really good use of the catch and shoot. Outstanding by Covington. He's a quick decision maker, and he usually makes his decision as the pass is being thrown to him as to what kind of shot he's going to get off.
Oh, Covington with a block. Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. Out to Covington. Pass to George. 5 to shoot. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Karl-Anthony Towns.
Boy, good stick-to-itiveness there from George. Sticks with the shot despite the foul that he gets while in the air.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl-Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Towns is especially dangerous when he's cutting to the rim like this. Really good mobility for a big guy.
Westbrook outside. Kicks it to George. From the arc. McDaniels with the rebound. Pass to Conley. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Now, this is just too easy for Conley. The D can't allow him to get this close to the basket.
Westbrook against Conley. George for 3 after missing his first attempt. Now 1 for 2.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Conley passes to Towns. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl-Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Outside Edwards. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Leonard against McDaniels. Now here's Westbrook. Defense is right there. Covington passes to George. Lays it up and banks it in. George has got 7.
Really strong right there. George able to take the contact and muscle it up and in.
Pass to Towns. 3-pointer. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Out to Leonard. Up and in on the layup.
You see how composed Leonard is close to the bucket? Knows exactly how to score at will.
Conley passes to Towns. There's the 3. Paul George pulls it in. The Clippers in the lead. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. Pass to Leonard. Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
McDaniels from long range nails it from beyond the arc. It's a tie ball game.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
Up top, George, guarded by Edwards. They get it back.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Towns down low. George defending. Towns can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And it's Westbrook off the drive. Count that bucket.
You know, one of the things about Westbrook that has always been evident, his incredible motor, especially when he's heading to the rack.
Towns a screen on George. Pass to Towns. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Clippers on top. They're up by 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and 5. And it's Conley in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Edwards pulls it in.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
So it's Minnesota now. And he makes it. Conley's got 5 points.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Right side Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's Towns on the assist by Conley. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, and shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with.
McDaniels against Leonard. From deep. The shot comes out. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. It's stolen by Leonard. Westbrook outside. Out to Covington. It's George on the wing. And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Leonard. And the league saw a dramatic rise in the number of take fouls to stop the fast break. Clark, was the time right to make a change?
No doubt about it, B.A. Anything that slows down the game in an artificial manner needs to be eliminated from the game. So I think it was overdue, but the fact that they got to this point is good. Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Here's George. And the jam by George.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
They grab their own miss.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Leonard outside. 4-3. And Conley grabs the miss. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Towns. Second chance shot. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one. That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Conley passes to Edwards. He takes it in. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
Free throw good, Edwards. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Edwards against George. Outside Covington. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. Covington's got 5 points in the quarter.
And, you know, whenever Covington is squaring up like that, he's money. Just an exceptional shooter with range for days.
Knocks down the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
To the inside. Here's Covington. Kicks it to George. From downtown. And Conley grabs the miss. For Minnesota, they've gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Towns with the ball. And it's Leonard picking him up. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Oh, Covington with a block.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
It's Covington on the wing. Out to Leonard. The three ball. Oh, and Towns with the block. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. And that one falls for Towns.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time, and he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
George for three. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there.
Nice defense that time, Ed.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. We've got Mason Plumlee, Nicholas Batum out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Eric Gordon, and it's Mann in at the 1. Here's Mann. Plumlee a screen. Here's Powell. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
And he's good on the second. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
The Clippers trail. Gordon, the pass to Plumlee. Slam! Dunk by Plumlee!
We often talk about Gordon's scoring ability, but there, great feed to an open teammate.
On the wing, Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And for the Clippers, they're shooting around 50% in the game so far. Powell passes to Plumlee. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Alexander Walker, using his post moves to get the 2 points. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. Gordon, the pass to Batum. Can't hit from in close. Tipped. Pass to Mann. Out to Powell. Back to Mann. Gordon outside. Clock at 6. Here's Mann. Oh, and makes it with a kiss. Mann's got 4 points in the quarter.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's Noel. To the left wing. Anderson against Batum. Anderson with a screen. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Back to Noel. Here's Prince. Pass to Reid with the clock winding down. A slam dunk by Reid.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Out to Covington. Let's go with a 3. Sinks the tray. Covington's got 11 points.
Oh, smart positioning by Covington. Just utilizing the corner to find a three-point opportunity.
Towns a screen on Westbrook. Conley passes to Towns. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Leonard for 3. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 6 assists now in the game. Outside Edwards. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. .50 left in the third quarter. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
For 3, George. Rebound Minnesota. They've led by as much as 10. Edwards with it, guarded by Covington. Oh, misses the dunk. And it's the Clippers ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Leonard finds George. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Leonard passes to Zubac. Up top, George. For the lead. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Left side, Edwards. Inside. Oh, George with a steal. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Timberwolves ahead, up by 1. And right after this, and it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Towns. Here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. Outside Conley. Back to Edwards. 5 on the clock. Outside Conley. Three-pointer. Leonard pulls down the board.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
That is really where Russell Westbrook excels, in transition with that great speed of his.
Westbrook against Conley. Outside McDaniels. Offline with a 3.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Out to Leonard from deep. Here's Zubac. Now Westbrook. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Edwards on the wing. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Conley passes to Edwards. Driving to the basket. That one is off. The Clippers go the other way with it. Covington inside. Towns on him. Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Conley against Westbrook. Pass to Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
George against Edwards. Out to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from 3.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Towns, that's good.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
Here's George. Leonard passes to George. Nice move. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Hey, when you got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Towns to tie it up. Here's Conley. Westbrook with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. George's shot is off. Minnesota's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Edwards. Towns with the ball. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Westbrook outside. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game. Brent is checked in for the Timberwolves. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Westbrook. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, we all know Westbrook does not shy away from the spotlight, especially when the game is close like this. He's right in the middle of it.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
A productive trip to the line right there makes this a 2-possession game.
Pass to Prince. From deep 3-point range, the Timberwolves again can't hit.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Westbrook against Conley. Shot clock at 6. And the shot is good by Westbrook.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Lets it fly from 18. That one's wide left. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They trail by 7. Now here's Edwards. So the Clippers win it. And they barely squeezed out. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. And for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at point. And we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. 2 high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Here's KD. Banked in off the glass.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Conley kicks to Towns. Nice D from Durant. And KD's got the ball here for the Suns. Passes it to Okogie. And KD throws it down.
That's impressive. Kevin Durant just getting up and throwing it down.
Outside Conley. Outside Edwards. Here he goes. And Edwards with the stuff.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Now here's Towns following the shot by Chris Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Here's Paul. Plays it up and banks it in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Conley against Paul. Conley the pass to McDaniels. That 3 off the mark. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Booker outside. The pass to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's KD. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And how about Durant inside because of that height? It's tough to deal with. Comfortable attacking from that spot.
Conley finds Towns. Gobert with it. Pass to McDaniels. Towns the screen. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Here's Conley following the basket by Chris Paul. Conley dishes to Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Now here's Paul. No good from outside. Edwards kicks to McDaniel. To the paint. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Durant with the screen on Edwards. Bobbed up there for Durant. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And it doesn't even have to be an accurate pass. With Durant's length, you can just throw it up, and you know this guy will get it.
Conley the pass to Towns. Here's Edwards into the lane, and Edwards with the stuff.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
It's stolen by Edwards. Conley finds Gobert. The kick out to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. The Suns have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Here's Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Shoots over McDaniel. Paul can't get it to go. He gets it up.
Good show of strength and confidence from Devin Booker that time. I like to see him active on the defense.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 2. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. Here's Edwards, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Brent, did you have any superstitions when you played in the NBA?
Not so much, Kevin. I really had more routine, and if I got off my routine, I might be a little bit, nervous, but nothing superstitious and nothing that I can recall.
And a deep 3 from Booker. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Edwards kicks to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Now here's Durant. 8 points for him. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, could you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
Towns, the screen. Conley finds Towns. Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group. I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Nothing wrong with being physical, but that's just over the top.
Edwards looking it over. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Kicks it out to Booker. Okogie, the pass to Paul. Here's Okogie. Suns moving the ball around. Durant in the corner. And he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
And he has gotten stronger. Durant's been able to do this with more regularity. Powers through for the bucket. Gets a chance to tack on another point at the free throw line.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. Ball against Conley. Pass to Reed. Stolen by Durant. Paul outside. Booker in the corner. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside Durant.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
KD, one of those guys who will go down on the list of the greatest scorers in NBA history.
Conley up top, defended by Paul. Here's Edwards, driving the lane. The shot No good. Now the Suns take it the other way. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Edwards with the stop.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Ball outside. The dish to Booker. At the top of the key, Durant. Ayton trying to break free. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Durant.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
Outside Conley. He feeds it to Gobert. It's hauled in by the Suns.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Durant with a wide open look and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Reed has it in the corner. Takes it inside. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Here's Okogie, covered by Conley, and the basket by Okogie. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Edwards, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 24. The Suns, 25.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
McDaniels is out there with Reed. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Towns is checked in for Minnesota. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Ross. And the pass to Prince. Here's Alexander Walker. Noel passes to Alexander Walker. Kicks it to Towns from 13. That shot misses. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Baisley to the right side. Landale pass to Baisley. Here's Landale. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 5-point Suns lead.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Reed gets the bucket.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Warren. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
Minnesota making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. And Mike Conley subbed in for Noel. Payne kicks to Ross. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ross has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
The kick out to Towns. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Suns leading by 4. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Inside, Ross. Out to Payne. Shot clock at 5. He kicks it to Ross. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Outside, Towns. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
To the middle. Here's Landale. Gobert with the block. They get it back. The kick out to Warren. Payne with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Ross. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Payne with it. Conley picks him up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Throws up. Oh! And he goes in for the dunk.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Pass to Baisley. And here is Ross. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got it. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Suns, Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Durant in the corner. Booker outside. From deep. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Conley surveying the D. At the elbow, Edwards. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They lead by 1. Hits the front of the rim and out. Bounce down low, and an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Conley against Paul. Out to Edwards to take the lead. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Ayton.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And it's the Suns' ball. Paul outside. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. From 10 feet out, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Towns. Durant with the steal. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Over in the corner, Paul. Back to KD. Shooting foul. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Post game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the previous play is what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
And that's an intentional foul.
Anthony Edwards. First personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, Booker. Edwards defending. They could use a bucket. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Here's Edwards, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the previous play is what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Players are moving. And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Shooting two.
And the first one drops.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line. In a tight ball game, you can pretty much bank on these.
Here's Paul. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Timberwolves leading by 3. Edwards with it. Outguarded by Booker.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Nothing free about free throws. You earn your way to the line, and give credit to these guys for being aggressive offensively.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. We're dropping dime after dime.
To the inside, Towns. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
and one of the offensive forces in the league. When Towns wants to score, it is really hard to keep him from his spots.
Outside for KD. Feeds to Ayton. Booker outside. Lock at 6. From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. There's the lob to Towns.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Booker the pass to Okogie. Back to Booker. That one's off. Still out of sync.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Phoenix has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Ball goes in, lays it up off the glass.
Defense is not able to keep up with the speed, really the awareness of Chris Paul that time.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Paul kicks to Durant. From deep. And they get it back. Second chance shot. The shot's good from Paul.
Competitiveness of this game lifting, and so Chris Paul is going to get to that standard. He enjoys being aggressive on the offensive glass.
Pass to Towns. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Conley. And stolen by Booker. Here's Okogie. Here's Ayton. It drops. And now it's only a 5-point Tim. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony. To the
Take it away.
Thanks, Brian. Well,
One of the all-time greats, Allie. No question about it. Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court. So you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
Here are the five for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Okogie in at the three. Now here's Paul. Oh, George with a steal. And he's all alone, and finished off by Westbrook.
The defense George provides is huge, using his length and instincts to come away with the steals.
Durant with a screen on George. Booker, the pass to Durant. No luck on that one.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Pass to Zubats. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Westbrook. It doesn't go for him. Now the Suns take it the other way.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Now here's Paul. The kick to Durant. Right side, Paul. For three. And stolen by Covington. Up top, George. Left side, Covington. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Leonard for three. And Chris Paul clears it away. For Phoenix, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Here's Ayton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Gotta be careful how you guard Ayton. He's so creative at finding ways to draw fouls.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's George. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
And if the defense leaves a man open, Westbrook will find him. Russell's floor awareness helps him rack up the assist.
Outside Durant. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
Here's Paul. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Okogie on the wing. Durant for three. Knocks down the long J.
This demonstrates leadership. Durant knows his teammates look for him to score and score often.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. And that one's good. Covington.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Paul. Looking for his first basket still in this one. To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Pulls up. Out to Leonard. Fires for three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Paul. Pass to Ayton. Here's Okogie. George defending. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Ayton, the screen on Westbrook. Here's Paul.
I like Westbrook's energy on defense on that possession. He just stays active, gets a hand in his face, and does not give up a clean look at all.
George with it. Durant covering. He was all alone on that one.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Outside Durant. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. George outside, and the ball out of play. The Suns will have it. Here's Paul. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. George with a steal. 1 second left. And so it's Los Angeles with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles. Hey, Richard, how about Westbrook's basketball IQ?
By far one of the smartest players in the game. How else would he have broken the triple-double record? He sees everything. His sense of the floor is elite.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Westbrook. Kicks it to George. Leonard on the wing from outside the arc. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Leonard's got 8.
Amazing that catch-and-shoot jumpers were considered a weak spot for Kawhi when he came into the league. No one thinks that way anymore.
Here's Paul. Outside Booker. Takes it inside. And Booker with the jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And the Clippers have possession following the score by Phoenix. Here's George. Shoots over Booker. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. And RJ, you took a part in a lot of playoff basketball. Compare the intensity of the regular season versus the postseason.
It's so different preparing for a regular season game than a postseason game. You have more experience. You understand what the other team is going to do. So the prep is that much more higher, but you also have to execute at an entirely different level. Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
George outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, good whistle there.
First free throw is good.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
That one falls.
And this is his game. He's not going to settle or try anything further away from the rim. He knows who he is.
Westbrook against Paul. Leonard outside. Out to Covington. Westbrook outside. 4 on the clock. Driving inside. It's hauled in by the Suns. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Paul passes to Booker. There's the triple. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Here's Booker. He's got 5. Tries again.
Yeah, just an outstanding defender. George's timing and feel for how to guard guys is a valuable commodity.
No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Leonard against Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Yeah, the level of creativity Leonard has is just special. He's capable of some really memorable throwdowns.
Pass to Booker. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Now here's Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's now only a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
George against Booker. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
That's good from George. 1:04 left in the second period. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Durant with a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Durant. And it's Durant with the finish.
Okay, KD put a little extra on that one.
Here's Westbrook. Outside Covington. Leonard outside. Picked by Covington. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Westbrook. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Durant. Here's Okogie. Off the mark there with a 3. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Here's George. And the jam by George.
An elite player in this league, it's Paul George stepping up, scoring in bunches tonight.
Outside Durant. Booker with a screen on Covington. To the inside. And Booker with the jam.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Clippers ahead. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. Through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Paul George has been sensational.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Monty Williams 5. Landry Shamet is out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Darius Baisley. Then it's T.J. Warren. And it's Landale in at the center position.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Ross. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. And the basket by Shamet.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Here's Mann. Pass to Batum. And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Suns trailing. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Gordon against Ross. Can't connect from short range. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Gordon outside. Over to the wing. There's Plumlee with a three. Drains the triple.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Here's Shamet. To the middle. Here's Ross. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Guys, just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's Mann. Pass to Plumlee. Gordon outside. 5 to shoot. Back to Batum. And the layup falls. Batum's got his first basket.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass. And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
Releases. That one a little long.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Here's Shamet. Here's Warren. Pass to Landale. And the shot goes in. And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008, Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
Now here's Powell. Batum finds Powell, and he drives in, and Powell with the stuff.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Out left to the wing. Pass to Mann. The three. The Clippers rebound. Here's Gordon. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Ross for three. The Clippers grab the miss. Gordon down low. Here's Mann. Batum outside. Gordon outside. Lets it fly from 18. Kept alive. Here's Plumlee. Count it. Plumlee's got 5 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Shamet. Outside Warren. Right side Ross. Pass to Shamet. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Mason Plumlee.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First free throw is good. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Landale. Kevin Durant comes in for Baisley. Okogie's checked in for Warren. And it's Booker in for Ross. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Clippers in the lead. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Now Powell. Batum outside from behind the arc. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Booker for 3. Pass to Okogie. Outside for Booker. Fires from deep. That shot off the mark. And so it's Los Angeles. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Guys, at the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He told them it's going to come down to our defense. If we buckle down and get stops, they've got no way back. With the win in sight, he doesn't want them to relax. Guys, back over to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
When I think of Westbrook, I think of one of the most intense players ever to play the game. A true competitor doing whatever it takes to will his team to a win.
Now here's Paul. Down low. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers. And here are the Clippers now. And here's Westbrook. Kicks it to George. Lets the three fly. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Durant. It's rebounded by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Leonard. Phoenix grabs the miss. Durant's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Okogie on the wing. Outside Durant. Pass to Aiden. 6 to shoot. Here's Okogie. Leonard defending. Shot from the top of the key. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Okogie's gotten his first points in this one.
Fantastic decision making. Aiden electing to move it for the high percentage look.
And here's Covington. The 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Aiden's got his 4th rebound in this one. Booker, the pass to Durant. The kick out to Paul. Here's Okogie. Drops in the 3.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Ball against Westbrook. Leonard outside. 18 feet out, and the jumper is good.
In total control on that possession. Kawhi just reading the defense and taking it himself.
Paul passes to Booker. On the wing, Durant. Booker against George. Here's Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
Booker against George. Out to Leonard from the arc. Can't get it to drop. And Phoenix the other way now. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Booker. Paul with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Paul passes to Booker. To the inside. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Leonard with the ball. And he lobs it up top. And they're on the break. Ooh, poked away. Outside for Booker. The 3 is up. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. And it's now only a 5-point Los Angeles lead. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Leonard outside. 1:06 left in the 4th quarter.
The hands of Kawhi are huge, and they help him palm the ball, slam it with ease.
The kick to Durant. Paul George pulls down the board. Covington against Durant. Now here's George. Not a lot of room. the Clippers converting.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Now here's George. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And now the Suns fast break. Count it.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
So the Clippers
to the best kid in the hall.
This should be a battle of the backcourts, and you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Conley out there with Edwards.
Woo! Love it, love it.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Here's George. Yep, that one goes.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get deep for the challenge.
Okay, David, thanks.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
And the West, you know, is very difficult. But, Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
And here's Prince outside, kept alive. Here's Gobert. That one doesn't go.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Covington with the bucket.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
Towns sets the pick for Conley. Outside, Towns. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. George against Conley. No one covering. George has got 6 points.
He has a deadly combination of length and skill. Paul can beat the defense time and time again.
Edwards kicks to Conley. Back to Edwards. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George finds Covington. Leonard looking over the floor. Outside, George. Driving to the basket.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Passes to Edwards. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Can they get it? Here's Gobert. Makes it off the glass.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
Outside, Covington.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now the dish to Plumlee. Outside for George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the drive, and it's George finishing it off.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Gobert against Zubac. Out to Conley. 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Towns.
I love the way George can move his feet and challenge the shot without fouling.
Great D that time from Edwards. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota, trailing by 5. Prince misses. The Clippers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Covington finds Leonard. Down low, here's Prince. That shot missing. Great D that time from Leonard. And it's the Clippers' ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Pass to George. Stolen by Conley. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. And the layup's good off the glass.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
George looking around. And then George with the jam.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Conley against Plumlee. And here's Prince outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside Leonard. Offline with his three. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
So far for me, they found a lot of good shots in the mid-range. They've been fearless attacking with the jump shot.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
They've got Plumlee. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Paul George. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Zubats in at the center filling out the middle. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Here's George. It's hauled in by Edwards. The Timberwolves trail. Prince outside. Edwards passes to Prince. Here's Towns. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Towns has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Zubats a screen on Edwards. And it's Leonard missing.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Just a solid contributor. Mike Conley has continued to age, and he looks far from done.
Gia, he's terrific, especially at setting the pace and orchestrating an offense. Also solid at realizing how to get his teammates involved. A selfless distributor who looks to make his guys better.
Prince finds Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Towns a screen on Leonard. Pass to Conley. Lets it go from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
Mike Conley can do this now. He can play off the ball and punish the defense for giving him space.
And the Clippers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
The kick out to Towns. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line, no matter the situation.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. Leonard with no one around. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles. Noel passes to Prince. It's 3-pointers off the mark. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And here's Edwards from the arc. Good on the triple. Edwards got 6 in the quarter. Smitty, you know, when you watch an NBA game today, it seems like there is endless switching, positionless players. Why is that?
Kevin, it's a game of matchups. Teams are looking to exploit those mismatches. Let's say you can get your point guard on a center. Usually, you win that possession. Defense does a good job, but George won't relent. He rises to meet their challenge.
Leonard with the steal. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Leonard, the open look, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And the Clippers lead by 6. Here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Towns. Rebounded by Covington. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far.
Foul. To the Timberwolves.
The Clippers have looked good at the line today. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Fourth team foul.
No good on the free throw.
At the line for LA, Mason Plumlee.
And he's good on the second. Timberwolves trail by 7. Now here's Edwards. 8 points for him.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he can't get the first one. Some changes for Minnesota. Reed comes in for Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in for Taurean Prince. Clippers leading by 6. 51 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
The kick out to Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Outside Leonard. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
Timberwolves trail by 9. For Minnesota, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Free throw good, Edwards.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Outside Leonard. And count it from 19 feet away. Leonard's got 9 points in the quarter.
One of the toughest covers in the league. Kawhi's jumper just keeps getting better.
And so it's the Los Angeles. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see.
The Timberwolves, 21.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. We've got Naz Reid. McDaniels is out there with Towns. And it's Noel in a point. Timberwolves trail by 9. And it's blocked by Gordon. Shoots over McDaniel. That one wide left. Timberwolves shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Timberwolves passing it around. Stolen by Gordon. One-on-one here. Covington dishes to Gordon. The pass to Powell. And he drives in.
Attacking the rim with aggression. Norman Powell putting pressure on the interior D with his driving and finishing abilities.
McDaniels in the post. Guarded by Powell. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Torian Prince comes in for McDaniels. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Mike Conley in for Noel. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard in his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Timberwolves trail by 13. And finished off by Gobert.
It doesn't get any easier than that for Rudy Gobert. His size is sometimes overpowering.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Outside Covington. The kick out to Westbrook. Clock is at 3. Here's Powell. Los Angeles with another miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Passes it to Batum. To the paint. Covington's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And finished off by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
And the Clippers call time here. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Plumlee comes in for Norman Powell. Leonard, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Paul George in for Russell Westbrook. Conley against George. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Ooh, the craftiness of PG-13. Awesome job fooling the defender and jumping into the contact.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Rebounded by Covington.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
That one goes. Count it. George has got 21.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
Conley finds Towns. Now here's Prince. A three-pointer, no good.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Conley. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in this game. A 3 from Leonard. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
56 seconds left to play in the third. A nice shot by George.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Clippers leading by 12. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Leonard, that's for 2. It's not going to go for him. And Minnesota now the other way. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Gobert, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gobert's got 6 here in this quarter.
Early in his career, Gobert wasn't all that physical, but on that play, he showed the physicality.
Leonard with the ball. Lob pass to George, and George with the stuff.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
And so it's Los Angeles enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And for the Clippers, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Plumlee out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Leonard, no luck.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Clippers.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
Now George lets it go from the wing, and it's good off the back rim and in. George has got 9 points now in just the second half. Prince finds Edwards. Drives to the hoop, and then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
George against Edwards. Now here is George. He's covered closely. Covington kicks to Plumlee. No good on the 3. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 10-point game.
Not going to beat Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. Edwards, that's good.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
Conley against Leonard. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 7. Leonard with the steal. Outside for George. Pass to Plumlee.
Come to me, come to me.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
Conley left side. And it's off from three-point range. Clippers leading by 9. Outside, George. Up top, Plumlee. George against Gobert. And George kicks to Plumlee. Outside, Covington. Misses the 3. Timberwolves trail by 9. And here's Prince outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip-in.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And here's Edwards from the arc. They get it back. The kick out to Towns. Buries the long-range jumper.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Edwards against George. Plumlee sets the pick for George. Plumlee in the high post. bucket. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times. Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Clippers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Paul George.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And here's Leonard. Outside, Covington. Plumlee, the pass to Covington. He kicks it to George. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Edwards from deep three-point territory. Rebounded by Covington. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. A confident win and one where thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
To the best to the
offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
The 3, Booker knocks it down from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Conley. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Lets it go. The rebound by Devin Booker.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
So it's Minnesota now, following the score by Phoenix. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Conley against Paul. Pass to Towns. Takes the 3. Offensive ball. Whoa!
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Outside Booker. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
For 3, Conley. He buries it from 3.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That three-point opportunity for Mike Conley, yes, sir.
Throws it up high, and Booker with the jam.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Now here's Durant. Here's the pick. Outside Booker. Back to Durant. Over Edwards. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Booker. Durant's got 6.
Kevin Durant does such a good job of reading the defense and attacking any weakness he might anticipate.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Booker with it. 5 points in the game. That one doesn't drop. Oh, good D by Edwards. The Timberwolves trail. McDaniels from long range. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
The kick to Durant. Pass to Okogie. Back to Durant. Inside. Nice shot by Okogie.
Now, passing may be the most overlooked aspect of Kevin Durant's game, but you know he wants his teammates to feel good.
Now here's Conley. It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Durant. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Ayton with the defensive effort.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it. There's 49 seconds left in the first. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Knocked away. Back to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Back to Conley. Gobert inside. He's against Ayton. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, the added strength of Rudy Gobert over the years helps him complete the and one. You get the sense this guy loves to score the basketball.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Ball against Conley. And he's going for the lob. And Durant with the big finish.
Well, you cannot let Kevin Durant have that much room to take off. This guy is tremendous as an alley-oop finisher.
Conley against Paul. Outside McDaniels. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just
the first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. The T-Wolves on top, leading by just 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys. Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Oh, denied by Durant. Good chance here for Booker, and it comes off the front of the rim. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season was his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
To the paint. Here's Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's got 7 points.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, facing a huge size disadvantage, he goes fearless to the rack. Great athleticism and body control.
Outside Booker. To the middle. Ayton. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Edwards. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Booker. The kick to Durant. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, the length and size of Kevin Durant make him a prime target on the interior. So good at forcing the issue close to the basket.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Alexander Walker in for Edwards. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Well, Doris, the last few years, we've seen teams put together rosters loaded with talent, but it hasn't always translated to rings.
I think what we've learned, Brian, is that just accumulating talent is not enough to win in this league. What you have to find is a team that fits together well in terms of the individual parts. There also has to be that elusive chemistry. You can't define it, hard to win without it.
Just 5 on the clock. Durant drives in.
It is unfair that a 7-footer can be that smooth, that agile off the bounce. Kevin Durant doing some nice work.
High post Towns.
minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Ooh, Durant with some nice D. The Suns leading. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Alexander Walker. And there's 1:38 left in the first half. And he comes up with a bucket.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Outside Paul. The kick to Durant. Here's the three. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 5 assists in the game.
Kevin Durant knows exactly where his scoring opportunities come from, and he is capitalizing right now.
Here's Noel. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The shot won't fall. Paul with some nice D. Inside. Second chance effort. Pass to Aiden. And so they foul intentionally. And it's a completely new group for the Suns.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Ross. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. Here's Landale. Oh, there's the alley. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Well, you need to have the kind of vertical Terrence Ross has to take care of that basketball. My goodness, the alley-oop a lot easier when he's on the receiving end.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. For Phoenix, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Conley against Warren. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 9-point Suns lead.
Well, so committed to scoring near the cup. T.J. Warren, nice touch.
From deep, Conley. And so it's Phoenix with a 9.
32. The Timberwolves. 23. And let's hear it for the Jabberwockies.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Taurean Prince is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
Outside Ross. It's Warren on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. 6 on the shot clock. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Payne on the bounce. Outside Ross. Launches a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Ross has got 5.
Terrence Ross in his comfort zone from distance. This guy has always had the eye of a sharpshooter.
Pass to Prince. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Landale. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Out to the right wing. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Conley against Payne with the drive. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Prince can't hit. And for the Suns, their shooting has been on another level. 68% for the game. Ross against Edwards. Right side Ross. Clock at 6. Baisley in the post. Reed defending. Baisley misses. For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Outside Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so here's Phoenix. Kicks it out to Warren. Pass to Baisley. Plenty of space. And he drops that one in.
Oh, the southpaw making that jumper look easy in the mid-range. Go ahead, Mr. Baisley.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Edwards going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Reed. Alexander Walker comes in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. And Paul gets it to go. Paul's got his first points of the game.
Well, there's a level of physicality that all coaches can appreciate. Chris Paul doing work.
Towns on a screen. Alexander Walker off target from outside.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Okogie from downtown. They get it again. Ayton passes to Paul. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Here's Prince. Towns on a screen. To the paint. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Durant, pass to Booker. 1 minute left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Okogie, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, Josh Okogie has the kind of frame and aggression that allows him to play through contact. Nice job drawing the foul.
And the second free throw is good. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. Booker defending. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. There's the 3. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Booker's got 11 points.
You've got to be shot ready in this instance. On the catch, prepared to shoot. Devin Booker, yes, sir.
Pass to Towns. Fires the 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Phoenix has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Towns, a screen on Booker. Towns with the ball. They need this. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Prince. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Phoenix Suns up 15 points as this.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
But we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at center. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And it's in there.
Well, we're talking 6'11", 240-plus pounds. If Karl Anthony Towns carves out space in the paint, good night.
Outside for Booker. No good on the triple. Minnesota shooting around 35% from the field so far. Pass to Noel. Here's Prince. Connects from downtown.
A good percentage of Taurean Prince shots are from distance, and you can see why right there.
Now here's Paul. The D's right on him. Goes back up. Booker for three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter, and he commits the intentional foul. Some changes for Minnesota. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker, and Mike Conley is subbed in for Noel. Outside for Booker. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to Durant. Outside Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards, the pass to Conley. And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it. The Suns have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Outside Paul. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. It's good. And the Suns lead by 14.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Durant with the big finish.
Look at Kevin Durant, all 6'9", but what a handle. Gosh, that move was pretty.
Conley passes to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Fires the 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Suns have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Durant inside, working on McDaniels. Outside for Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Paul with it. He's picked up by Conley. Pass to Durant. Back to Paul from deep three-point range. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Again, the miss by Edwards. For Phoenix, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Suns.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kevin Durant.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
From deep. And no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Towns finds Conley. Edwards for 3. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Phoenix. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Towns against Durant. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from downtown. And the Suns lead by 19. Now Conley. From deep. off on that one. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
To the best kid in the hall.
Okogie in at the small forward. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
And finished off by Katie.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Now here's Westbrook. Passes it to Leonard. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Putting on a clinic tonight. Durant can use either hand to break you down off the dribble.
George looking around, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for two future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Leonard the pass to Covington. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back.
And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards.
Booker against George. Pass to Zubac. Outside Durant. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Westbrook against Paul. Pass to Leonard. And there's the drive. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Booker outside. Durant sets his screen for Booker. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on a quick pick and roll with his size and speed. He can be very dangerous in these sets.
Here's Westbrook. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Suns go the other way with it. Durant, the pass to Okogie. Good ball movement here by the Suns. There's the dish to Ayton. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Clippers trail by 7. Now the pass to Zubac. And here's Covington from the arc. Oh, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And Robert Covington, a guy who's out there to do it all for his team on both ends of the floor. He's going to make plays that impact winning.
And he makes all 3. Suns leading by 4. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Okogie for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, no question. He is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor. It is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
And they pick up 2.
Paul George has such a deep bag on the offensive end, a polished scorer, and tough to keep him away from hot spots on the floor.
Now here's Paul. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Ayton kicks to Paul. He dishes it to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Here's KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Paul against Westbrook. Outside Covington. In the corner, George with it. Kicks it out to Covington. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Covington's got 6 points.
Beautiful stroke off the catch and shoot from Robert Covington that time.
Outside Durant. And KD throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Westbrook passes to George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to George. And stolen by Booker. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And KD throws it down.
KD, one of those guys who will go down on the list of the greatest scorers in NBA history.
Westbrook up top, defended by Paul. Nobody near Leonard. A three-pointer is right on target. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go. Now Paul, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 1 second left, and KD throws it down.
And Durant still has that flush, just an easy deuce for him.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the...
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth team.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the three. So that's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Well, all of that starting right there with the steal by Paul George, illustrating his ability to anticipate that time, and a great play on the ball.
Now here's Paul to the inside. Westbrook with the steal. Out to the right wing. Here's Zubac, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Ayton. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. While other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. And you look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. Back to Westbrook. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Zubac trying to break loose. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Kawhi Leonard. Paul against Westbrook. Passes it to Durant. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Covington finds Leonard. Going inside. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Brent, it's been well documented. Three-point shooting is at an all-time high. Do you see this trend ending anytime soon?
I don't think so, Kevin, but there will be a tipping point as to how many you can actually shoot. And we've seen a team do that where they've shot over 50 attempts per game for a season, which I don't think is going to happen again. But young guys coming up are practicing this shot. They're going to be better suited, better equipped, and more talented to make them. So the three-pointer is going nowhere, Kevin.
Now here's Leonard after the miss from KD. And he comes up with the deuce. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Once Leonard gets some wiggle room down there, his broad shoulders, he figures out how to execute and knock it down.
Here's Okogie. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
clearly a foul.
The Suns have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. That free throw missing.
Josh Okogie.
He hits the second from the line. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Here's Okogie after the Clippers pick up 2. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Clippers trail. And here's Westbrook. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Leonard inside, defended by Paul. Clock at 4. Westbrook can't get it to go. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's KD. Basket good. And that's 17 points for KD.
And that's where Kevin Durant's length really pays off on the inside. Hard to hold him back without fouling.
Here's Westbrook. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Here's Westbrook. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. The kick out to Westbrook. Three-pointer on the way. The Clippers keep it alive. Zubac's the pass to Westbrook. Covington down low. Ayton's there. Westbrook with the bucket.
Really nothing distracting Russell Westbrook right now. He's got that shooting window wide open.
Covington against KD. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. KD's got 8 here in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
George with the screen on Paul. Here's Westbrook, and the layup is good. Westbrook's got 10.
Yeah, you're not going to hold Russell Westbrook back when he gets to the inside. He fights for that shot.
And so it's Kevin Durant. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now
your Suns, 35. The Clippers, 32.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Plumlee out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Norman Powell. And there's Gordon, and it's man in at the 1.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here's man. In the corner, it's Plumlee. To the middle. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
First personal foul.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
Now here's Payne. Here's Baisley. Here's Landale. Plumlee with the rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but it's like plenty of room.
Here's Powell. The shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Ross passes to Baisley. It's stolen by Morris. Gordon goes in. Can't connect from short range.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Ross, that's good.
That's a good look from Baisley as passing is becoming a bigger part of his game.
Here's man. Morris outside. Morris with the screen for Gordon. In the corner, Powell with it. Morris outside. Here's man. They get the rebound. Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, don't get surprised by that burst from Plumlee. He crashes in for the rebound, has the athleticism, and finishes with authority.
Payne with the bounce pass. Ross for three, and Phoenix with another turnover here.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's man. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Landale grabs the miss.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Baisley passes to Landale. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. And it's Plumlee that time on the assist by Eric Gordon. Plumlee's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles. Payne looking around. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Well, you like the role that Cam has accepted as a guy who comes in and gives immediate energy and impact to the offense. He does a little bit of everything, but he certainly is a spark plug.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
Cam Payne has gotten this reputation, and it's well earned as a professional, just able to come in the game, ready when called upon. He's going to impact on both ends of the floor what's being done out there, and that effort level, that has kept him around.
Just 5 to shoot. Covington kicks to George. From the wing, Covington, and Covington stays with it. Covington's got 8 points.
Well, Covington has that long arm athletic ability to get in there and mix it up.
Booker outside. Suns moving the ball around. Pass to Okogie. Three-pointer. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him. And Phoenix making a change here. Paul's checked in. The Clippers have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Outside Leonard. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. He's got 11.
Nice job by Russell, just not forcing anything on that play.
Paul looking around. Top of the key, Booker. It's Durant on the wing. Phoenix needs to get off the shot. Booker, no good. Los Angeles leading by 4. Outside for George. Covington against KD. A 3 from Leonard. Drains it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you give him a nice pass, there's a good chance Kawhi Leonard's going to bury a shot like that.
And here's Booker from the arc. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter.
And please give a big round of applause.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. Who's out there for Phoenix. Westbrook with it. Outside Leonard. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton dishes to Booker. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
George passes to Westbrook. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Covington dishes to Leonard. Shot from free throw range. And too long on the shot. And KD's got the ball here for Phoenix. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. For 3. Westbrook pulls it in.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Covington wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Ayton kicks to Durant. Paul with the 3. Oh, they get it back. Pass to Okogie. Lets the 3 fly. Back to Booker. He takes it in. And the dunk by Booker.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He can be an impressive dunker.
Clippers leading by 3. Leonard looking over the floor. Outside, Covington. Drills it from outside.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Booker is screen on Westbrook. Ayton in the corner. Paul George with the steal. Left side, Westbrook. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from the top of the key. Here's Covington. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
Covington will hit threes, but he'll go down low and mix it up a bit too.
Paul George with the steal. And it's George finishing it off.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
And the Suns call time. They're down by 10. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Back to Zubac for the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Westbrook. Durant kicks to Booker. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Clock at 6. Back to Durant. Covington with the steal.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Clippers.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Robert Covington.
And, guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and a wrecking ball on both ends.
Outside Leonard. From the high post, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Now, here is George. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much.